After working with multiple B2B service providers to build their lead generation systems using YouTube, and after analyzing 50 plus businesses, I have discovered something that shocked me. The companies that book calls consistently every single month that were the best with the fanciest funnels or the biggest ad budgets. They were the ones with the simple newsletters that their readers, that their ideal clients want to read. And here is the crazy part. For every $1 they spent on email marketing, they were getting back $36 to $42, while their competitors were burning cash on Facebook ads with rising CAC. These businesses were building newsletters that were valued at $30 to $75 per subscriber. And here is my promise to you. By the end of this video, you will have the complete blueprint to build a newsletter that positions you as a go-to authority in your niche while generating 3x higher conversion than any other social media strategy that you have done. Here is some hard data that most of the business owners ignore. 88% of the businesses uses email as their primary marketing channel. Emails get an open rate of 20 to 40%, and click-through rates on the links that you provide in the email goes up to 2 to 5%. If we compare email versus any social media, then every successful B2B business newsletter has an open rate of 20 to 40%, has a click-through rate of 2 to 5%. When we compare that to a LinkedIn post which get buried out in 2 hours, if we compare the 2 to 5% click-through rates with the Facebook ads where the cost increases every single quarter, the newsletter is a very good strategy as compared to any other social media strategy that is out there. Where does most of the business owners mess up when it comes to doing the email themselves? The first common mistake is they think that they need to buy email list or run expensive lead generation ads. That is not the truth. That is hard from the truth, and we'll talk about that in the later video for sure. They use wrong approaches to generate the leads entirely. And the last one is the best way to gain a newsletter subscriber is through YouTube content. Why YouTube content actually works. Here is what actually happened. You are trying to pre-qualify the audience. Someone watches your 10-minute YouTube video where you are explaining how to solve that specific particular problem. They have invested time with, they have invested trust. You have built out trust when they invest 10 minutes into watching your YouTube video, and they are ready to get more from you. And that is where lead magnets come in. What do you do in the lead magnet is not just another PDF that is floating out there in their inbox and nobody opens it. What you need to do is you need to give them interactive tools and calculators that your audience can actually use. The first one is ROI calculator. You can make some ROI calculator that your audience would want to see. The next one is time investment tools. This is the time investment that you need to do in this particular manner. You need to create cost analysis spreadsheets that your clients can use. You need to create tools where they input their real business data and customize results immediately. So these are some of the tools that we have created for our clients as well as for our own agency. The first one is YouTube B2B channel optimization checklist. Here we have a bunch of different points a B2B YouTube channel should do, and once they have done that, they can check off that particular box and they can have all of these checklists. And they can see the progress bar, and then if they want to just directly book a call with us where we can implement all of these steps for them, then they can book it a call directly from this Calendly link. This is a web page, and you can have this web page as a lead magnet for your YouTube, for below your YouTube video. The next one is, are you ready to record your first YouTube video or not? We have different checklist over there, and then you can see whether able to record a video or not, and then you can book a recording session with us. Here is a calculator that we have generated for one of our clients. Here they enter in their business name, and here they enter in their email address, and there they enter in their industry, they enter in their annual revenue, they enter in their EBITDA, they enter their earnings, and they enter in their expenses, then they enter their other expenses, and then they get a customized output on what is actually their business worth. And remember, here I have entered in the email address. This email address is directly added to your newsletter, whatever platform that you're using. You can be using Beehive, you can be using ConvertKit, you can be using any of the newsletter platform, and that email address will go directly to that opt-in form that is there in the email marketing channel. And this is where they can get the customized output based on their own inputs. So if you want an exact guide on how you can start out a newsletter and build out opt-ins for your YouTube videos and create lead magnets from the scratch when you don't know anything about newsletters, this is the guide for you. Here I will talk about how to set up ConvertKit, how to convert high quality lead magnets, how to create YouTube videos and integrate these lead magnets in those particular videos, what should be the video promotion timeline, and I will give you a checklist that you can use to implement all of these points that I mentioned. The phase 1, phase 2, phase 3 and phase 4. These are all present to you. If you have to just click the second link in the description and you can grab this particular guide. Now back to the video. Now if you give a choice to a business owner to choose between a generic 10 tips PDF and between a personalized calculator where they can enter in their input and they can get a customized output for their current situation, then of course they are going to choose the personalized calculator because it is highly personalized to them and people want personal stuff. They do not want just another PDF which is sitting in their inbox and nobody opens that. People will be willing to exchange their email address to get personalized one-on-one stuff instead of getting in a PDF. Here is the exact process that is working right now. You firstly do the problem identification. Your YouTube videos identifies a problem. Then you do a problem quantification. Your interactive calculator helps them in quantifying what the problem is and what are the specific numbers that are hampering in their business progress. Now, when they get a problem realization through the calculator, when they've seen that calculation, when they've seen that particular data, that is how you are going to use that data in email nurture sequences. So the next part is, this is where the real magic happens, the nurture sequence. Most people send out generic welcome emails that amateur does. When someone uses your calculator, you now have their customized information, right? You know their business size, you know the current challenges that they might be facing on their particular segment of the revenue or whatever the case they are having. And you can be having specific pain points that you can identify for them so that you can customize your newsletter. You can segment out the data based on the different metrics that they've inputted. Now this is the 3 email sequence that converts. You use that data to write a 3 email welcome sequence that speaks directly to that audience. Now the email number 1, this addresses the specific calculation results. Based on the numbers you have entered, you are currently leaving whatever amount on the table annually. You can be having a multiple step formula. You can be generating that result and you can be showing it to them right now. The email 2 shows them the case studies of the similar businesses to theirs. Here is how 3 businesses in your industry solve this exact problem by using X, Y, and Z. In the 3rd email, you present your solution as the next logical step. Here is how our approach can help you in capturing £45,000 opportunity we have identified. This is the welcome sequence. This is the flow in which your audience wants to get nurtured. Now, why is it important in the first place? Now you're not sending out generic emails to your audience. You are sending out very hyper-specific emails to their particular segment, to their particular audience, to very customized, highly personalized in nature, instead of just sending out generic emails to your email list. You are targeting them based on their actual inputs, their own business data, and their specific situation that they are having in the first place. Using this particular process, anyone can go from a cold YouTube viewer to a booked call in a span of 7 to 8 days while they are getting nurtured with the welcome sequence. Why? Because you are not selling to strangers. You are having a conversation with someone who has already told you exactly what they need help with. This is a mental reframing that you need to do in order to get there. Now let's talk about the conversion numbers. Email marketing gets 3x more conversion than any other social media campaign combined. The reason for that is, you are directly talking with the audience, and when you combine this particular email marketing strategy with the nurture sequence, when you're talking specifically to that audience based on the segment, you will be getting a much higher response rate than just 3%. Here is an example. There is a business coach who creates a revenue potential calculator which gets promoted to their YouTube video. Someone inputs their current client count, average deal size, and close rate. And this calculator shows them exactly how they can add 50K annually by improving their close rate by 10%. Now they have quantified the impact that that particular person can be having, and now they will get nurtured based on that. Like email 1 references their specific 50K opportunity. Email 2 shows case study of the coaches who improved their close rates, and the email 3 will offer a strategic call to build their customized improvement plan. Now you will have a competitive advantage when you do the lead generation from this particular mechanism. Most of the people just do the newsletter and they just target everybody with their email marketing. You won't be doing that. You will be targeting people based on their particular segment, and you will be having their list, and you can be targeting based on that particular problem that that person can be facing. You are sending hyper targeted content that feels like you are specifically talking to that particular audience instead of talking to someone else generic. And the results speak from themselves. Your competitor can be having like a 2% email click-through rate, but you can be having a CTR of 8 to 12% because each email feels like you are personally talking to the reader's situation that they are experiencing right now instead of talking generic to all your complete list. And here is a complete system overview. You have your YouTube content, you produce an interactive calculator, you send out personalized email to that calculator, you booked in sales conversations, and based on that sales conversations, you produce more YouTube content. And this cycle repeats and repeats, and these loops get bigger and bigger, and this is how you scale your business to oblivion. Now, why this approach wins every single time is because you are doing the qualification based on the YouTube video. YouTube viewers self-select based on their interest in solving a specific problem. You are helping them in quantifying that particular problem. Calculator turns an abstract problem that they are having into concrete financial opportunity that they can be having. The next thing is personalization. Email sequences speak directly to their unique situations instead of sounding like everybody else. And conversion, their sales call become a natural next step than a cold pitch that you might be sending out to the viewers. So there you have it. Why do you need a newsletter in 2025 as a B2B business owner? $36 to $42 ROI per dollar is spent, 3x higher conversion rates than social media, and direct access to your ideal clients through YouTube-driven interactive calculators. You could implement everything I have shared and build this yourself. But here is the reality. Most business owners get overwhelmed with the technical setup, the calculator development, and the ongoing management. They start strong, but they burn out after a few weeks. If you want us to build out your complete newsletter to YouTube funnel that generate qualified sales call every month, click the first link in the description and book a call with me. If you want to tackle this yourself, click this second link to download a free newsletter setup checklist. It's an exact step-by-step process that we use for our clients. Thanks for watching this video, and I will see you in the next one.